Hey guys, wanted to give you an in-depth review of my wallet, which currently I am using a Filofax Malden in stone. I've had this for a couple of years and I've gotten some stains on it, which I can't seem to get off, but is what it is. So I throw this in and out of my bag, bring it everywhere with me. So let's go ahead and get started. The inside here, I've got some cash and I've got some cards that I use most often. And then in this zip pocket, all I have is a refill for my friction pen, which currently I'm using the Friction Slim in the 0.38. So just in case I run out of ink, I've got a refill on me at all times. And then over to the right, I have got some old school Filofax numbered tabs. That's what I've always used in my personal planners. I just tend to like the old school style, and hey, I have a ton of these from all over the years of buying all these different personal Filofax planners. I've got a whole lot of these, so I figure I have them, so I should use them. I've got a sticky note here, which is really just a running list of things I'd like to buy or need to buy. And then behind here, I've got really just some note pages. This came from one of the Target Dollar Spot lists that had a magnet on the back of it. It was a little bit taller, so I just trimmed off the top and then hole punched it and added in my planner for some notes. I do have an index here, which isn't completely accurate, but somewhat. And you'll see that as we go. So I had, a to-do list kind of inbox, and then I took some notes on something I was listening to earlier today. I have a couple of different pages here, and then I can rip these out and throw them away whenever I need to. Here is, I guess what we used to refer to as a line guide. So if I were to put a blank sheet of paper or an insert on top of this, it would help me write so my writing isn't crooked. Don't really use it, but I have it in here. On the front of my second tab, I've got a couple of white sticky notes. These, I believe, are just the, I think it's the Post-it brand, and I just got them off Amazon. It came in a pack of, I believe, 3. So I have a ton of these, and I use them all the time. And then this sticky note, I'm not sure where it came from. It may have been in one of those packs with all different sizes. Behind here, I've got a pull-out yearly calendar insert from Filofax. I've got the cream-colored version, which I lean towards more than the bright white pages from Filofax. And in here, I've just got the moon phases, different celestial events, birthdays. I started recording my tarot draws, but that went to the wayside when I really didn't use this for the middle part of the year. Started using it at the beginning of the year, documented everything in this, and then really haven't referred to it that much or really added anything to it, but it's here as a reference. And then behind that yearly pullout, I have a couple of these lined craft pages. These are just inserts I got off of Amazon a long time ago, and it came in a big stack for fairly cheap. And what I did was I just created kind of a quarterly calendar pages for my passion project, which I had planned originally on putting in here or in a personal Filofax because I have so many of them. But as you may have seen in my last video, that is now in a half-letter disc-bound planner that's inside a Filofax Flex. So, but I just wanted to show you guys, that you can take any old insert and create a layout that works for you. So the plan here was for each quarter I would map out and plan different aspects of that passion project, which I didn't put a year on here, so I could technically use it for 2022 if I wanted to brainstorm on these pages if I'm out and about and don't have my half-letter disc-bound planner. So behind the third tab, I have what some of you may know as GTD lists and different contexts or categories. And I don't know if you can see this, I'll move you closer, but at the top in white pen I just have the word contact, And then below that in black ink, I just make lists of things I need to do. So who I need to contact. The next one is errands, home, things to do online, things to do at the office, waiting for, someday maybe, wish list, and then a couple of blank pages. Again, don't really reference those a ton right now, but they're helpful when I'm brainstorming, that I can look back at those. And then when I fill one up, I can just toss it and create a new one. I'm gonna have a ton of these. Behind the fourth tab, I have the Filofax week on 2 pages, the 2021 version. Again, going old school here, I just couldn't help myself. And if you'll notice, I have my after COVID-19 list, which we're still in it, obviously, but I did do most of the things here on the list, and I had planned that out at some point in 2020. So here we are, into 2021. Got the year on 1 page from Filofax, and then I've got some reference pages that actually came with the inserts, which don't ask me why I kept them in here, because I never actually referenced them, but they're there. And right now I have September through the end of the year, and I have a bunch of really like vintage style washi tape. I got a couple of packs really cheap at Tuesday Morning, like the Tim Holtz style ones, and they were really a couple of dollars for like 5 or 6 of the vintage washi. So I went through, and I think through the end of the year just kind of pre-decorated the pages with the washi tape just to have a little bit of something in there. Again, going old school. And I, again, didn't use this for the middle part of the year, but started to use it at the end of September, documenting a couple of things, a trip that I took, and then like this week I was just making a bunch of notes about stuff. So some stuff was calendar related, but some stuff is just thoughts or things I want to document as I'm, at work or out and about. So that's that section. And then this next section is my wallet section. And this, I guess this is like a little, I'm not sure what to call it, a little pocket or envelope, but I've got a picture of Jarrett and I, and then some checks in the back, and then some cards here behind that. And then if you can see, I've got a little key paper clip. That's where all my passwords are that are like encoded. So they're shortened versions of the password behind there. So I'm gonna flip, and this is my last section, and this is all about reference lists. So if you can see, I've got the tabs here with the alphabetized tabs, and this is my index, which is everything that's behind these tabs in alphabetical order. And I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I've got important files, gardening ideas, gift ideas, different exercises, stuff about birthdays, websites, all kinds of stuff. And then I also have a list here on the left side that talks about the lists that are in my A5 in case I need to reference those. So like a camping list, a GTD, info page, stuff like that, stuff about the dog. And again, I use one of these craft paper lined inserts from Amazon, and behind the tabs is really the same kind of thing. Had a little list about ideas for a commonplace book, things I wanted to do when I go home to Pensacola, stuff about planners. So anytime I have a thought about anything, I have a section to, put them in, things I wanted to research and all that. All right, and behind that is just, it's a page lifter, but it's really like the cardstock that comes in a pack of inserts, and it may have come from the pack of inserts for these lined craft paper inserts. And it's sturdy enough to be a page lifter, so I just utilized that, hole punched it, corner rounded it, and then I have a free page lifter. Behind here is some car insurance information, because again, this is my wallet. And then I just have some big sticky notes in case I need to take any notes, and I have this, folder type thing. I'm not even sure what this is from, but it's in the back. Probably thinking I was wanting to make this a little bit more sturdy in the back. Really don't have any reason why that's in there, but again, I'm using the Friction .38 Friction Ball Slim in case I need to erase anything on the inserts. That is basically my wallet, which again is in a Filofax. And let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.